Joining us right now, as he does after each win or loss, is our pal John Keim, covers the Commanders for ESPN.com. And John, of course, we have to start with Jayden Daniels. Is there any news on the injury front?
No, the latest, and obviously anybody I'm sure knows, like Dan Quinn said after the game, no update. What you know is, or what you hear is that you keep hearing he's okay. I don't know yet what that means, right? Like, it's a rib injury, and okay could mean, hey, it's not a long-term thing, right? And I think we know that's what you come away from the game thinking. And that he was in good spirits on the sidelines, and that's a good sign. And I don't think he'd be standing up on the sidelines if it was severe, right? So I think you know all that. You just have to wait for more tests today, because you always know, like, that's last week, John Allen, the early word was that it's not a severe thing, and then you get more tests, and then you hear, oh, it is. So, and I don't think that's the case here, because there were so many people saying he's okay. But again, we don't know, like, can he play Sunday? Is it going to be 1 week and it's okay? We don't know, because injuries can be tricky. Like Dorrance Armstrong got out yesterday with a rib injury. And, I was talking to him earlier in the week about just that's a painful thing. But I don't know the severity of this one. So it's a lot to say that there's really no update.
How surprised were you by Mariota's performance? He only has 5 incompletions, 2 touchdown passes.
His stat line
seems very similar to a Jayden Daniels stat line this year.
Yes, I was surprised. And now there's a couple things. That's not to take anything away, that's a really bad defense. And so, like, I think you start that's part of the equation here. However, it's a really bad defense, and he looked bad on his first 3 throws, and he did not show this summer like that he was going to operate at a certain level when you watch him. But that 92-yard drive, he had a couple completions, and it felt like it's like, now you got your rhythm. And so, yeah, I was surprised, and then he got rolling, and he had some throws like, that's just a really nice throw. He used his legs, much like Jayden, obviously, to extend plays, the touchdown pass to Ertz. But even there was one right before that where he steps up in the pocket, keeps eyes up, throws down to, I think, McLaurin. So, yeah, I think, in the level, like, there was a throw to McLaurin where it was very much like Jayden last week, where on a little comeback, I think it was, where you see him throwing the ball before McLaurin's really getting into his break. And that's just, there's a confidence and a timing that comes with that. So I also think it's a big credit to how this team operates, but the offensive staff and Cliff Kingsbury as a play caller, and I think into preparation and all that. So I think there's a lot that goes into it. But I was surprised at not surprised that they would have moved the ball, because, again, not the best defense, but surprised at how efficient he was throwing the ball.